Good evening, dear Kuwait television viewers, and welcome to another new episode of your weekly program, Kuwait in 30 Minutes. The English News and Political Programs Department has prepared a variety of reports that highlight the main events that have recently taken place across Kuwait. Our committed team of reporters is constantly engaged in numerous events with the objective of keeping you, dear viewers, aware of the latest information, regulations, and policies. Our aim is to help you obtain information on the latest developments at the local scene. So stay tuned for more coming your way this evening. Moving to our first report, Kuwait Institute for Scientific Research concluded the 32nd Spring Training Course. The courses are considered one of the pillars of the ambitious national project, New Kuwait 2035, as it constitutes the basis for building the future generation of Kuwait. Nurhan Al-Alfi was there and brought us this report.
Under the patronage of the Director General of Kuwait Institute for Scientific Research, Dr. Samira Ahmed Sayyid Omar, the institute concluded its 32nd Spring Training Course under the slogan, Science, the Code of Life.
Today we celebrated the graduation of the 8th graders middle school for their spring training program, number 32. And we are very pleased that we have 41 graduates today. They participated in 3 programs, one related to food and public health, how to select proper quality food and to maintain a healthy body and to learn all the basics in nutrition. The other group participating in another program relates to wastewater management and utilization and how to conserve our scarce water resources in Kuwait. Third group were more into programming, computer programming, development of very sensitive sensors and the application of it. So KISR provides this facility and provide these programs on an annual basis. We are very pleased that we have these 41 graduates, and we wish them a good future and to continue their interest in scientific knowledge and research in the future.
This session came from the Institute's belief in the importance of cultivating the spirit of scientific research for future generations and occupying their free time during the spring break, including the benefits and awareness for them and for their country.
We conducted a spring training course for middle school students about Arduino, which is an electronic device, and we developed some interactive and fun projects and a scientific poster in this training course. We trained a team of 15 middle schoolers about Arduino device and gave them some exercises and projects to develop and a scientific poster to present it in this event.
The number of students participating in the course reached 38 male and female students from the intermediate stage, participating in programs such as Whole Green and Healthy Lifestyle Program, Arduino Program, and the importance of wastewater treatment program, where the course sought through its training program to developing specific skills among students, such as the ability to raise various scientific topics and discuss them with an atmosphere of confidence and a sense of responsibility, practice scientific research principles, conduct scientific experiments, and derive important observations from them, and write these notes in the form of a brief scientific report using the means available in the institute.
My participation was basically I helped teach the students. I gave a few lectures basically on increasing the water scarcity awareness and the water issues we have in Kuwait, to promote the youth to think about these problems from now rather than have to face them only when at a later date. Basically, all we had to do was just open the door and give them the information. and they basically absorbed it willingly. A lot of these issues that we talked about regarding the scarcity of water and how much of a problem it's going to be in the future years, they readily absorb the information. We talked about the various water treatment technologies we have in Kuwait, about the different stages of water treatment, what different ways we can use this treated wastewater to reduce our footprint, because we rely heavily on technologies like desalination. And these are a little bit with heavy reliance. They're environmentally not very friendly, and they're also very costly in terms of energy and money-wise to the country. So in order to displace this problem, we hope that the youth, the younger generation, can help us attack these problems in the future. They did everything they could to help us. We had 12 students in this course, but we usually have smaller groups so that we can focus on addressing each student individually and helping them grow and learn as much as possible throughout the course. We could increase the number of students, but it would have to be at a higher learning level. When they're younger, it's better to focus more individually on each student and address each of their questions and problems individually.
This course came along with a view to developing the ability to express using the scientific and practical training methods and to perform laboratory experiments and field visits and recreational activities.
Today was the 32nd training course for the spring training course, and the title of it is Science, the Code of Life. Our program is called Whole Grains and Healthy Lifestyle. So in this program for 2 weeks we taught the kids various types of grains, mainly wheat grain, and the various types of the parts of the grain. More than that, we taught them on how to live a better life, healthier choices, even going to the grocery store, how to pick healthier food, and outside, let's say, outside school, outside the house, what they can do to be physically active.
Meanwhile, at the conclusion of the ceremony, students made visual presentations to display their scientific posters, as the step is considered a new session this year in which the results of the students' research are summarized and presented in simple and interesting way.
Today is not only the end of the scientific spring program, but also a step towards Kuwait's future 2035. From Kuwait Institute for Scientific Research, I am Nurhan Al-Alfi, reporting to Kuwait in 30 minutes.
And we're back with their second report. Kuwait Institute for Scientific Research, supported by Petroleum Ministry, held a workshop discussing new frontiers in pavement technologies under the title Paving the Way Towards World-Class Roads at the State of Kuwait Construction and Building Materials Program. Here's more in the following report.
Under the patronage of the Director General of Kuwait Institute for Scientific Research, Dr. Samira Ahmed Al-Sayed Omar, and in the presence of a group of international experts and specialists in asphalt technology industry, KISR held a specialized workshop entitled New Frontiers in Pavement Technologies.
The Kuwait Institute for Scientific Research is pleased to contribute in assessing and establishing quality control, quality assurance for road constructions. We are convening this workshop in a collaboration of consultants and private companies to address important issues in advanced material in road construction, and KISR has a program under the Energy and Building Research Center that deals with this collaboration in order to develop materials and also technology, and to make sure of the quality control, quality assurance of road constructions. In this workshop, we have participants from the private sector, also the public sectors. We have representatives from key institutions like the Ministry of Public Works and Ministry of Defense. KISAR technical team are contributing in addressing some technical papers. The issue here in looking at asphalt binding as a material that should sustain erosion and any like flooding or any pressure or any other stress on roads. And this binding material is important to have the proper material that can sustain our environmental conditions. So the focus in this workshop is to look at these materials, any new advanced technologies develop, innovative materials in order to improve the situation in Kuwait. We are looking forward for the future to have excellent roads and to Kuwait that we use scientific information, scientific experience and advanced technology that has been tested and proved its efficiency.
The aim of this important workshop is to cover various topics on the progress in the field of design, manufacture of paving materials, and to explain modern technologies in the field of road industry, as well as to improve asphalt materials and the efficiency of asphalt routes.
We're meeting gathering today actually addressing a very important challenge that Kuwait's been facing for the past decade, the issue of roads. So we're meeting today both the public sector as well as the private sector, meeting today on the issue of pavement technologies. As we've been seeing, experiencing every day that the pavement so far been facing a challenge, of course, given the population, of course, the increasing number of vehicles on the road, the weather also that plays also a factor of it. All these factors really played a strong role, part of the degradation and the issue of pavement. So we're meeting actually today in addressing these two issues, and as a matter of fact, from two main factors. From the manufacturing factors, meaning the mixing, the technology mix and aggregates of the pavements, that's one side, and actually application of this, where we go on the site and applying this. So these two things are very, very important that we meet today. As I mentioned earlier, from the private sector, the Ministry of Public Works, the Authority of Roads, as well as Kuwait Institute of Scientific Research, Kuwait University, as well as, of course, the private companies. We're really thankful for today and participating today, because all together, meeting together, putting basically a roadmap, putting some kind of concept, some kind of constitution of how we move forward, giving a technology that's sustained, that has sustainability and longevity of roads. So, and basically that's what it is today.
Also, this workshop provided a good opportunity for specialists, researchers, and scholars in the state of Kuwait to benefit, to see and exchange views and experiences with international institutions, as well as other expertise, those interested in road and paving industry.
It was initiated by KISAR, Engineer Swad Abdullah, Swad Al-Bahar, and KISAR team, and especially Dr. Salah Al-Zaroub, and myself involved in designing. And we have been for so many stages of the reviewing the design as well as for the trials for the plant, and successfully we have achieved through a plant trial first and laid at the plant, and later on we have executed the job inside KISAR, and it is completing all the requirements what is required for the rubberized. So it is showing a tremendous resistance against the moisture resistivity and other durability. So it will repel water, which is most important in nowadays for this water or rainwater, or you are using the water for washing cars and restaurants as they. So we prefer that this top layer, if it is covered with rubber, will solve a lot of issues of stripping as well as further durable asphalt. So I hope it will be get reviewed fully and it will be implemented. And that's right again. And I'm really thankful to Kisser. They had given a chance to prove our skills. And also I'm especially thankful to United Gulf Construction and Mr. Aliar, Keman Jawahiri and the management. They have given the full support to implement this project, and we have succeeded.
Meanwhile, this workshop addressed the explanation of advanced effective systems to ensure the quality of the sustainable road paving process, and the workshop program pre-made the rheological description of pavement by using a DCR device. This is in addition to explaining the practical aspects of asphalt adhesive application and how to use them in construction projects, and monitoring the quality of their use in addition to their impact on the performance of the asphalt mixture.
This workshop is organized under the title of New Frontiers in Pavement Technologies, and it's really a major step towards providing more knowledge and technology transfer to the community in Kuwait, and that community includes the public sector as well as the private sector. And the goal is to talk about what the technologies and the construction methods and the design methods that are needed to build the new infrastructure for Kuwait that will achieve the vision of and the development plans of 2035. There will be various experts participating in this workshop, coming from United States, from the region, and hopefully with the exchange of ideas and learning about what are the challenges that Kuwait facing in terms of road construction, we can make an impact on making improvements towards sustainable roads for Kuwait.
Also, this workshop highlighted and presented the innovation in paving materials and road design, as well as various studies applied in different parts of the world, adding that the workshop will end its work with a visit to one of the asphalt factories to see the design and production of rubber asphalt, which is one of the technologies that was developed by Kuwait Institute for Scientific Research to improve the performance of asphalt mixture, extend road life, and reduce the cost of maintenance.
Today's event is considered one of the many steps that Kuwait Institute for Scientific Research takes to improve Kuwait's future as well as to improve Kuwait's present. From Al Jumeirah Hotel, I am Nurhan Alfi reporting to Kuwait in 30 minutes.
On the occasion of the National Days, the Ministry of Health held the flag-raising ceremony under the patronage and the presence of the Minister of Health, Sheikh Dr. Basil Sabah, Undersecretary Dr. Mustafa Rida, and the Assistant Undersecretaries, as well as ministry officials and workers. Nurhan Alfi was there and brought us this report.
With the beginning of the month of national celebrations taking place in Kuwait, the Ministry of Health, Dr. Basil Hamoud al-Sabah, sponsored and attended today the raising of the flag in the main building of the ministry, marking the start of the national celebrations in the Ministry of Health. On this occasion, His Excellency the Minister of Health conveyed the most sincere congratulations and blessings on his own behalf and on behalf of his brothers working in the Ministry of Health to the Sharon of His Highness the Emir, His Highness the Crown Prince, and His Highness the Prime Minister. Congratulations to all people of Kuwait, asking Allah to repeat the national holidays year after year with Kuwait's development vision which had been achieved under the Emir's wise leadership. As-Sabah also pointed out that the aim of these celebrations is to perpetuate the patriotic spirit in the hearts of children and to recall what the state has provided us and what we are supposed to provide to the state, stressing that the participation in such celebrations came as expression of love and loyalty to this giving country. Meanwhile, the ministry has adopted an annual systemic plan through scheduling events such as technical sessions, awareness campaigns, and medical celebrations on international days, believing in refining the employees' competence and opening the door for participation to all to activate the role of the employee on a wider scale. At the end of the ceremony, His Excellency the Minister expressed his sincere prayers for the good and high times of our country and stressed the keenness to follow safety instructions in the national celebrations of the citizens and residents alike, and that the Ministry of Health spared no effort in securing health and safety for all by raising its full readiness to cover the national celebrations. From Ministry of Health, I am Nurhan Al-Alfi reporting to Kuwait in 30 minutes.
The Petroleum Research Center of the Kuwait Institute for Scientific Research held the 19th Joint Kuwaiti-Japanese Symposium entitled Developments in the Oil Industries. The symposium is organized by the Petroleum Research Center of the Kuwait Institute for Scientific Research, the Kuwait National Petroleum Company, the Japan Petroleum Cooperation Center, and the Japan Petroleum Institute. Our reporter Hadid Fahad has more.
The Research Institute organized a joint symposium between Kuwait and Japan entitled The Role of Research and Development in the Future of Heavy Oil Use and Its Improvement, Solutions and Mitigation of Problems.
There is a lot of mutual interest in development of research, R&D in Kuwait through the Institute. The Japanese, our experts joined in the joint research in petroleum and agriculture was in the early stages of development of the Institute. This relationship continued in time. We have several collaborations. This collaboration is extended through joint research projects, training of our scientists, staff from the PRC in Japan, and also hosting experts to work in the Institute in research and development, especially in the petroleum sector.
The symposium will be held to promote scientific enrichment and exchange of experiences. The program included a discussion of the problems of corrosion to which KMPC refineries and exposed by providing solutions to reduce them.
The topics of this year's symposium include advancement in petroleum refining processes, optimization of feedstock properties, preparation of nano-sized membranes, hydrocarbon separation through membranes, green initiatives in the refining industry, CO2 capture and absorption, the behavior and sustainability of materials and corrosion mitigation, the stringent environmental regulations, and the continued decline in the oil price have put additional responsibilities on the industry to adopt innovative technologies and sharing knowledge to reduce operating costs, to produce high-quality finished products, and to mitigate corrosion-related issues.
The aspects of cooperation are represented in various activities through participation in joint research projects aimed at developing solutions to the problems facing the oil sector in Kuwait. This is Hadil Fahad reporting to Kuwait in 30 minutes.
Under the slogan Women in the Future of Development Vision, the Kuwaiti Society of Engineers organized a ceremony for Kuwaiti Women Day, during which the ceremony honored an elite group of local women who left a famous imprint in various fields. Our reporter Hadid Fahad has more.
In conjunction with Kuwaiti Women's Day, The Society of Engineers organized a celebration for Kuwaiti Women's Day with Arab participation under the slogan Women in the Future of Development Vision.
Kuwaiti women achieved so many recognitions and awards, and I believe that Arab women engineers, they can do the invisible and see the impossible. They can do so many things. We have a vision, we have a mission for our committee, and we are working toward a sustainable development. Thank you so much for this opportunity to interview me, and thank you for being here in Kuwait.
Amid consensus of the vital role Kuwaiti women have played in the advancement of society, the Public Benefit Association's initiative comes to be a basic reserve for state institutions.
I have been here in Kuwait for 2 years. Of course, very honored to be here representing my country. It's a very, very vibrant society, very vibrant polity, and under very benign leadership of His Highness. And I'm really happy to see the kind of active role, energetic role that women have been playing in this country. And women, by virtue of their position in the society, their impact is multiplied, and their being in the forefront of any social activity, any economic activity in a society, in a country, is very much welcome. And Kuwait has recognized that, and your ministers, for example, the women ministers, how active they are. In every field, actually, Kuwaiti women are in the forefront, and I must congratulate them, and I must congratulate Kuwait Society of Engineers for taking this initiative and even encouraging them further. And coming from a democratic, secular country, I'm very happy to be here, and I wish them all the very best.
The ceremony included honoring the elite of Kuwaiti women who exerted efforts to raise the name of Kuwait in international forums. Reporting to Kuwait in 30 minutes, this is Hadi El-Fahd.
Under the patronage of Dr. Shafi Al-Awadi, the Director General of the General Authority of Disabilities, held today the flag-raising ceremony on the occasion of the national celebrations of Kuwait. Nurhan Elfi was there and brought us this report.
The General Authority of Disabled celebrated the flag-raising ceremony at the Vocational Rehabilitation Center in the presence of the Director General Dr. Shafiq Al-Awadi, Deputy Director of the Education and Rehabilitation Department Anwar Al-Ansari, and the rest of the authority's leaders.
We in Expo 965 Team for Culture and Heritage exhibitions and Kuwaiti creators are participating with a public body of people with special needs in this special exhibition of our children in professional rehabilitation in Salmaya district for people with special needs, who we are always glad to support and teach them what the workshops are offering, like recycling and making heritage figures. Also, private museums owners show them their Kuwaiti houses, badia, and ancient naval collections. We teach them how to work with their own hands and earn their livings from it, which is one of the team targets, and to preserve Kuwaiti heritage and authentic values and crafts. Today we offer Kuwaiti houses, badia, heritage figures, ancient naval collections, and some painting that we try to teach our children from people with special needs how to work with their hands in a live workshop so they can benefit from it in the future.
Dr. Shafiq Al-Awadi expressed in her speech during the ceremony the best wishes and the greetings for His Highness the Emir of the country, His Highness the Crown Prince, and the Prime Minister. On the occasion of the flag-raising celebration, Al-Awadi wished God to protect Kuwait and its people from all harm and perpetuate the joys of our dear country, Kuwait.
I want to, in this occasion, to send my love and my regards to all the children of disability. Of course, we call them our children, but they might be old, but they are still in our minds. They are our children because we are the ones who are responsible for their, prosperity, and also for making sure that they get their rights. So. In these events, they take a lot of effort to celebrate and to be part of this whole thing. And I'm really very happy to see them in these occasions and in other occasions.
Also, Al-Awadi sent her love and appreciation to children with disabilities who expressed their happiness on this occasion with a spontaneous and sincere vibes, which was so obvious through their happiness in presenting their shows. On the sideline of the flag-raising celebration, the event included the participation of Expo 965, who participated with many Kuwaiti artists who presented their beautiful handicrafts and art crafts.
We work with resin to make cutouts of Kuwaiti towers, liberation towers, watches, Kuwaiti airlines, airplanes, and some other crafts. Resin is a liquid substance which we convert into a solid one, and to make antiques out of it. Then teach our children these crafts to benefit from them. We in Expo participate in all exhibitions in Kuwait, either governmental or institutional. Most of Kuwaiti people don't know resin, and we wanted to enlighten our children how to use them in making crafts out of it.
During the ceremony, several shows from social care homes and some schools were exhibited by the participants in the love of Kuwait. In addition, the participation of the exhibition of Expo mixed today's event with heritage character.
Today's event gathered many organizations who devoted their time and efforts to prove and present their love to Kuwait in these national celebrations. From General Authority of Disabled Rehabilitation, I am Nurhan Al-Alfi reporting to Kuwait in 30 minutes.
Unfortunately, this brings us to the conclusion of tonight's episode of Kuwait in 30 minutes. We hope to see you again same time next week. Our highly dedicated team of correspondents is constantly out in the field searching for reports that matter most to you. Thank you for joining us tonight, and see you next week with more exclusive reports. Have a good night.